hear, read, and discuss about Dabbah and Al-jassasah. Let us discuss. But in Arabic, which means animal or beast, monster. Al-ard means earth, or monsters that come out of the bowels of the earth. These reptiles will come out in the city of Mecca, near Mount Safa. After the event of the sun rises from the west, he will speak in words that are fluent and clear. Dabbah al-ard will carry the stick of the prophet Moses in his right hand and the ring of the prophet Solomon in his left hand. Ibn Jurayj said that Ibn Zubair described this animal in detail. His head was like a buffalo's head, his eyes were like the eyes of a pig, his ears were like an elephant's ears, his horns were like a stag's antlers, his neck was like an ostrich's neck, his chest was like a lion's chest, his skin was like the color of the skin of a tiger, its pelvis is like a cat's pelvis, its tail is like a male sheep's tail, and its legs are like a camel's leg. Of joints 12 feet in length. There are also those who argue that Dabbah al-ard is an animal that has long fur and short fur. Has a very large body, is said, when he came out of the nest with a speed like a horse that ran after 3 days, and Dabbah al-ard can remove 1/3 of his body. Then he is able to talk to humans in various languages in the world, the left hand holding the stick of the prophet Moses and the right hand finger wearing the ring of Solomon. He will come out of the area between the hills Safa and Marwa. He has a mission and purpose when he appears. Among them is to speak to humans that surely humans are not convinced by the verses of Allah. He will make the mark on the faces of believers become bright and the faces of infidels become dark. It is said he does not frighten humans, and he will scream in the Maqam Ibrahim and Hajar Aswad area while spreading the land over his head. Then he faces east, and screams, then faces west and screams. His voice surpasses all corners that cause humans to run for fear of hearing his voice. In the same situation, the mu'min already know that the loud voice is Dabbah al-ard, the star of Allah, and they remain in their place and do not experience any fear. Dabbah al-ard will come out after Ya'juj and Ma'juj die from a virus sent down by Allah to them. Dabbah al-ard will come out after the sun rises as usual at Duha, after the sun rises west. Dabbah al-ard will come out if the earth recovers after the Gog and Gogage disasters. And when words fall on them, we bring forth a creeping species from the earth that will tell them that in fact mankind was not sure of our verses. In Naml 82. Abu Daud at Tayalizi records from Abu Huraira, Muhammad SAW said, "This beast will appear from the bowels of the earth and will carry the scepter of Moses and wear the ring of Solomon. He will strike the disbeliever's nose with the stick and will rub the face of the believer so that it is bright with the ring. So that they eat together, they will recognize one another's believers and unbelievers." While al-jassasah, from the word al-jassas, means spying, peering, or investigating. Imam Nawawi said that it was called al-jassasah because the animal was assigned to tajassus, or spying and investigating, to find various news that would be given to the Dajjal. Sahih Muslim by Siyaran Nawawi Juz 17 p. 104. This means that the tasks and functions are slightly different from the earlier sermon. Al-jassasah was known to exist during the time of the Prophet Solomon, when that helped Ibn Samira from the great calamity that occurred in the land of Samira, Palestine now, and galvanized Ibn Samira, or the forerunner of Al-Musa Ibn Samira, or Samurai or Dajjal candidates. Al-jassasah taught this prospective Antichrist about many things. Al-jassasah lives on a remote island in the middle of an ocean whose existence is difficult to know. Al-jassasah has always been waiting for candidates for Dajjal, wandering for centuries. After the return of this Dajjal candidate for the umpteenth time, Al-jassasah immediately met the prospective Dajjal with 20 other large giants, Dabbah types. Then the 20 giants bind the Antichrist to a chain of iron that has never been found on earth. Al-jassasah accompany the Dajjal until the time later the shackles of the Dajjal are released. Our hypothesis, Dabbah and Al-jassasah have the same physical characteristics, but different functions and goals and times. Dabbah may be different from Al-jassasah both in function, purpose, and even physical age, or they may be of one species as the scholars explain about their physical characteristics, or they may be the same. Please conclude. May be useful. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.